I just told my homegirl the other day, man, I'm not going to hell for.
This is teaching for women. Did you know that Yeshua told his disciples that there's nothing greater than to give up your life for one of your brothers, for your neighbor? To give up your life for your neighbor, for your brother. Nothing greater. But you say, I'm not going to give up my life for no one. I'm just looking to save yourself, no one around you. Do not have love for your neighbor. Yeshua's second commandment, which is the royal law. Love thy neighbor as thyself. I am the Lord. He was quoting Leviticus 19:15 through 18. To love your neighbor is to rebuke sin so they don't suffer sin upon them. Did his disciples not give up their lives to share the true gospel of Yeshua? Did they not give up everything, including their lives? Are you not willing to die to save another, suffer persecution in order to save another's life? You don't have the love of your neighbor in you, if that's your mindset. Yeshua told Peter, I think it was Peter, do you love me? And he says, of course I love you. Feed my sheep. Then he asked him again, do you love me? And he said, of course I love you. You know I love you. Then feed my sheep. And then Yeshua asked him one more time, do you love me? And he got upset. He's like, of course I love you. And he says, feed my lamb. We're to pick up our staffs and walk. We're to go and out in the Gentiles and find the lost sheep. The house of Israel is still scattered, and that's the Christian church, who are blinded by their idols, have turned the grace of God into lasciviousness. Jude chapter 1 verse 4, Jeremiah 4:7, 44, and Jeremiah 10. They're blinded by their pagan idolatry, Christmas and Easter. They're blinded by their crosses, the image made onto the beast, Revelation 13, Hosea 2:2. Plead with your mother to remove the adulteries between her breasts, Isaiah 44. The workman who stretches out his ruler, marks it with a line, makes an image of a man according to the beauty of a man. Psalms 115, 135. Those that trust in them become like them. They have eyes, but they see not. They have ears, but they hear not. They have legs, but they walk not. They don't walk in the ways of the Lord. There's no church that keeps the Ten Commandments fully. There's some that say they keep the Ten Commandments, but they don't enter into his Sabbath, his rest that's perpetual, that is Jehovah's sign between him and his children, that he's blessed. Genesis 2, Exodus 31, verse 16 through 18, Hebrews 4. For if Yeshua had given them rest, wouldn't he have spoken of another day? But he didn't. He never spoke of another day. Therefore, there remains a rest to Jehovah's people. There remains a Sabbath. The day hasn't changed. It is the seventh day, dawn Saturday to dawn Sunday. And those that don't enter into his rest have unbelief. Hebrews 4. That means every church that worships on Sun God Day, the day of the sun, Ezekiel 8, that they were already scattered to the four corners of the world for worshiping. Jeremiah 10, the sun god, the Astaroth pole, the Christmas tree, where they put the image made onto the beast in the house, the Tammuz cross, first letter representing his name, weeping for the women, weeping for Tammuz, the sun god. They're already punished for that. Does God change? Malachi 3 tells you he does not change. He sent his son to refresh what was desired at Horeb, Deuteronomy 18:15 through 19. And whoever does not listen to that prophet, he's going to require it of them. What was desired at Horeb, 4 through 6, the Ten Commandments, Yeshua's first and great commandment to love God with all your heart, soul, and mind, quoting Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 5 through 25, and it will be your righteousness to keep all these Ten Commandments as he has commanded us. But because the churches have turned the grace of God into lasciviousness, unmerited favor, instead of what it is, divine influence upon our hearts, G5485, Titus 2, teaching us to deny sin and lust of this world so we can keep his righteousness, his Ten Commandments, so Yeshua can purify unto himself a peculiar people zealous of good works, because John the Baptist told you that he only baptizes you with water, but Yeshua will baptize you in the Holy Ghost and with fire, the Holy Ghost given to those who obey God. Acts 5:32, John 14. If you love me, keep my commandments, and I pray to the Father to send you another comforter, the Spirit of truth, which is the Holy Ghost, that the world neither seeks or knows anymore, because 1 John chapter 2, verse 3 and 4, this is how we know him, when we keep his commandments, and those that say they know him and keep not his commandments are liars, and the truth, in John 14, the spirit of truth is not in them. Once you start preaching that true gospel that you gotta keep the Ten Commandments and eat clean, just watch the persecution you get. But tell them anyways. Yeshua says if they hate you, they know they hated me first. They're not going to listen to you because they didn't listen to me. John chapter 5, search the scriptures, for in them you'll find your salvation. It was what was written of him, and he knows that you don't have the love of God in you. You said you know the basics, but do you really know the basics? That we're not supposed to do pagan witchcraft holidays, Christmas and Easter. We're supposed to be keeping his Sabbath day holy, dawn to Saturday to dawn Sunday, not buying, selling, no sex on the Sabbath, no work, resting your whole household, no personal pleasures, no lighting fires, which means no picking fights, keeping his Sabbath day holy as he commanded. During holidays,